Welcome to the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios. We're covering Frankfurt Major Qualifiers, the Chinese ones, powered by ASUS ROG DreamLeague.
Yeah, good lads.
Remember, go check out the Score app in Android and iOS.
The Score Esports.
There you go. That's
not
the
the
one.
Score app. The Score Esports.
We got that out of the way. How are you doing, Owen?
I'm doing good, Scriff. How are you doing this beautiful morning? Did you get some good sleep?
Yeah, I got. Lumi got some really good sleep though. Because he's not here
yet. Still sleeping. He's on his way.
He's on his way.
We're going to have Lumi soon, don't worry.
So I'm covering for Lumi, maybe under the draft, and then he should be here, and I'll head backstage and observe the game for Owen and Lumi.
Oh, it's going to be good. We've got IG versus Newbie, of course. It is the winner brackets final, of course, the Chinese
so winner qualifies.
They are straight into TI, and obviously both brands, at least, have had a pretty good history in terms of internationals. TI won one at Majors. Majors, not TI. TI's done. We're past that. We're into the majors now. That's where the hype's at. But yeah, we'll get into the major. But
I actually didn't think IG would make it.
Really?
They looked really shady.
Before the qualifiers, it didn't look too great. I was just looking
even
back.
During.
Yeah, I mean they were two. Yeah, they had 2 wins, a draw, and a loss in their groups. I believe compared to Newbie, which had 3 wins in their group. So looking a bit stronger. Newbie.
The first game IG played, they lost. No, they draw. Right.
The first match they played was this one where they drew against
they looked really shaky
FTD.
there, actually. They played Alk in both those games, I remember. And one of them, they were like the typical Alk got ahead, stayed ahead, and then got super far ahead, and then they kind of won. And then the second one, they played Alk again on Ferrari, and it looked really bad.
Okay, I mean, looking at the stats now for IG on this patch, Alk's a bit pretty much the bang-on definition of hit and miss. It's 50% win rate for them at the moment. Played it 4 times, they've won a couple, lost a couple. But anyway, the draft has actually begun, so I think we'll be able to get ourselves in, and we can start going through the rundown of the players. And here we go. So, IG up against Newbie. First pick, what's it going to be? It's going to be the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, Ferrari has been playing a super consistent like Ember Spirit. It goes good into late game. You can fight like early mid game. He's really good fighting with the maxed flame guard. But they pick up a Lina, and it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be a support Lina. Like, I was going to say Tron, but he's on IG. But yeah, the support Lina has been working out pretty good, actually. Yeah, even with the new like build with the arcane boots into mech.
Yes, it would be. I'd like to see an Alchemist come out here. But
that's true.
Looking at the stats, MB and Newbie don't actually run it as much as teams like IG. I mean, you're saying super consistent Ember Spirit performance. Super consistent. He's been played 6 times this patch. They've won every single game with him.
There you go.
So they're going to feel very confident going into this matchup with that Ember Spirit, and understandably, that is why they have picked it up straight away. We're going to see the Shaker coming out for the side of Newbie. Him and himself as well. Played a couple of times this patch, they've won both games. So they're going to feel confident with the Shaker pick. And obviously kind of going back in terms of history, Shaker's one of the heroes that you've been known for using really well.
Was it Wings yesterday morning? For us,
yes,
I guess. Wings played the Shaker in one of the games, and they played him like a solo safe lane, and they went aggressive tri lane, and it was against Darkseer, I believe.
I don't remember that. I casted the Wings game, didn't I?
Yeah, later on, I think.
It was the other Wings game. Okay.
This was like one of the first in the tiebreakers or something. I can't remember, but yeah, and it didn't go great. But Newbie picking him up. It's gonna be interesting to see if they run him off lane, support. We've seen the Chinese teams favor him more as a support that stacks, like not like the off lane one. Yeah. But Rubik for IG. This is the famous Sean Rubik.
I'm really liking IG's opening picks here. Rubik. They've won 8 games, lost 1 on this patch. He is their most picked hero on 6.85.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
So, I mean, Newbie, obviously, they take away these heroes, the Doom, the Broodmother, the IO, you know, these heroes that they just don't want to deal with, but they do let IG kind of get the creme de la creme. Yeah. I mean, these are the heroes that, I think, regardless of the bans, IG would probably prioritize these 2 heroes above a lot of the other ones, because
I agree.
They're pretty damn good on them.
10 seconds to go.
And that's like what I feel with IG, and I said they were like shaky, and I think they wouldn't make it. It's because they do this. They pick their comfortable heroes, not as much as like say the meta heroes or like the strong heroes like Alchemist and stuff. Like you said, they had 4 games on Alchemist, 50-50 win rate.
Yes,
so
that's right. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting to see that they go for like the picks they want to play instead of the picks that everyone considers like strong currently. You know.
Yes, yeah.
It can be like a downfall, but also a strength, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it pans out.
I mean, yeah, I think as you said, just the fact that if we look kind of beyond 6.85, Rubik and Ember are probably still up there in terms of kind of popularity, especially with a team like IG.
Yeah. And we see the Juggernaut ban as well. Throughout the Chinese qualifiers, Juggernaut has been valued quite high, actually.
Yes, yeah, certainly more than other regions, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a good ban, because the Chinese team has played him kind of like a AM without Blink, you know. They go the Battle Fury build more often than not. They might go like Phase, Aquila, Mask of Madness into Battle Fury after that.
Yeah.
To like speed up their farming, and then might even get a Blink Dagger just to like get those good Omni Slashes off. Yeah. So I like this ban.
Yeah, it's really good as well. I mean, against the Ember Spirit, you've got one disable to hold him down. You get an Omni Slash in. Ember Spirit's not going to be able to withstand a couple of levels in Omni Slash. So yeah, not wanting to deal with that on IG, and I think that we'll most certainly see them kind of ban around this Ember Spirit in the sense that they want to make sure that Ember has a good game, and obviously taking areas like the Winter's Wyvern out as well, so there's not that Winter's Curse, that heavy lockdown. Is also going to be really nice for the Ember in this game now. He's not going to worry about that. Fourth ban now for the side of Newbie. Let's have a look what else IG could be thinking about, and obviously in turn Newbie will want to take away. It's going to be the Undying.
And they instantly pick the Queen of Pain.
I mean, this is something that we don't see in other regions, Queen of Pain getting through at this kind of phase of the draft. We normally see this hero taken out very early on.
Yeah. So the Undying ban kind of signals to me potentially that Newbie is looking for something like a hard carry that's not that good in lane, so they don't get the Undying against them in the offlane from IG, you know. So
yeah,
and the Queen of Pain is just like a really good pick, right? Really good laner, both mid. You can put her solo safe lane and do something like dual lanes, mid and off lane as well. So it leaves the draft kind of open-ended. So I like the pick.
Oh, there we go. You couldn't write this any better for IG. The Spirit Breaker comes out.
It would not surprise me if we see a Darkseer from IG as well.
It's still in the pool, isn't it?
It's in the pool, yeah. So Spirit Breaker Darkseer with the Ion Shell charge was also very popular yesterday when I was doing the Chinese coverage as well from backstage observing.
Oh, there we go.
Newbie.
So, yeah, I was going to say someone's going to take it. Yeah. Someone's going to take it, and yeah, Newbie get their hand in first. Yeah.
I like that from Newbie. It works well with their lineup. Plus, it's a deny pick for IG as well. Yes. So it's a really good pickup. And then considering what we don't really know what IG might run safe lane, it might be the Ember, and they might pick another mid. Or they do Ember mid, but against a Queen of Pain, it's not the best lane for Ember. So I'm thinking here that IG is gonna put Ember in the safe, and then pick something else for mid.
Yeah, they certainly could. They've got that flexibility to run it around that way, and maybe things will become a little bit clearer here with their fourth pick. I mean, if it is going to be, if they do want to run it in the safe lane...
I'm just going to throw this out. Never mind. I was going to say Brewmaster.
Brewmaster. Yeah, they have run it a couple of times on this patch.
Wait, because they... Yeah, Rabbit plays, or Shai2G also plays Brewmaster, as well as Ferrari. But the Ember is mostly Ferrari, I believe. So that's why I was going to throw that out there. But we see the Silencer.
Okay, and I mean, with the Silencer picks, I'm just having a look at the stats for them on 6.85, and I don't believe they've run it yet on this patch. Oh, yeah, they did. They did run it. They ran it one game, and they did win that game. So,
okay, yeah.
So they have still been keeping it in their Ross kind of lineup for 6.85. But Silencer nonetheless.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of a deny pick, so Newbie can take it. Not that I think they would last pick it to kill like the Ember, you know. But it's also if they jump Ember, you just pop the global and you get out for free.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And
so it's kind of like a failsafe for Ember to live as well.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of nice as well, because I wondered if Newbie might have been thinking about maybe even picking up something like an anti-mage or something. We talked about the fact they banned out the Undying, Gyro, these very aggressive heroes that can make the rotations and really punish a hard farming hero. And in terms of hard carries left in the pool,
Spectre
is something else people think about.
Oh, TI.
So I guess it's going to be the safe lane Quap here in this role.
Potentially, yeah.
And then they're going to run the TA in the mid lane. Maybe, as you're saying, expecting the Ember to be in the safe lane, Silencer to be in the mid, and then obviously he doesn't have a lot of armor. TA can harass him down. So, and obviously he has hit skills like the Meld to remove the curse if that does get leveled. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do decide to do that, and if it is a core Silencer. This last pick from IG is going to make everything much more clearer for us.
Yep.
10 seconds to go.
I think the Silencer is a support, right? And Spirit Breaker is
the offlaner.
Is offlane, I think. So it's gonna be either mid or safe lane pick here, I believe.
Reserve time.
I'm saying this, and I'm gonna get hanged if they pick something else.
I wonder, do they still pick the Alchemist here? I mean, if it's the TA mid, you've got the acid spray. The Alch is still there. You know, IG do run it. You talked about being hit and miss. It could be like the finishing piece.
Isn't he? Until he gets AC or something against
that is
the
true.
TA.
I guess it's kind of, yeah, there's the pluses and the negatives against the TA, really.
Susceptible to like the burst of Queen and Lina as well.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
I mean, it can still work, but yeah.
No, I think you're right. It might be a risky pick.
We'll see though. Like, it wouldn't put me.
I mean, or maybe the brew, as you said. Maybe they still go for the brew. Maybe they bring that back.
Counter like the high aggression. No,
but they are going to run the out. Okay. I mean, it is a bit of a surprise that he got to this stage of the draft. You know, a lot of other lineup drafts that we've seen, they always take away the Alchemist. But
you know what, Owen?
Rabbit out.
I'm popping off backstage. I'm going to be observing, so you're going to be alone until Lumi comes.
I'll be fine. I'll hold on until Lumi's here.
He should have left 10 minutes ago, so he should be here in like 5 minutes.
We'll have Lumi in a minute. Well,
something.
thanks for joining me for the draft.
Yeah, cheers.
This is very pleasant. So we're saying goodbye to Scriff. I will. I'll enjoy your camera work. So Scriff's going to go and do that, ladies and gentlemen. You will have to bear with just me for the moment in time, but Lumi will hopefully be joining us in a minute when he wakes up and gets his goddamn lazy backside down there. But no, he'll be here any second. We've got a taxi on the way. But anyway, the drafts, as we're saying, that Alchemist getting through as the 5th and final pick for IG. I kind of like it, but as Scriff was saying, of course, he is low armor, fairly squishy, susceptible to these huge burst nukes that the Queen of Pain and Lina are going to have. I guess on the plus side, until Lina's got something like a Yule Scepter, or Quap's got something like an Orchid, he's probably going to be able to get off the ult every time, you know, in the mid-game and people are making a jump, unless Banana gets a good timing on the blink, and he can get straight in there with that Echo Slam to chain lock him down. As we can see, Banana heading straight down to the bottom lane just to make sure none of the wards come out in the offlane here for IG. And he's going to get his own one down straight away. So he'll see Luo come down, and he'll see pretty much exactly where the Spirit Breaker will place that. So it should be an easy D-ward here for Newbie on the bottom lane. But indeed, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, IG versus Newbie. This is game 1 here at the best of 3, the winners bracket final of the Frankfurt Major Chinese qualifiers. As I was saying before, both brands have had a stake in the international, at least in the past. I'm sure they'd look to try and come back to their former glory here in the first ever major outside of TI. And the pings did come out, so really nice that the Shaker got himself down into the lane. He's going to know it's there. The pings were bang on. And here we go. Top D warning, I'm sure, coming around the corner from Banana. Get yourself some gold, son. He's holding on. He wants to... well, I guess he knows it's there. He just wants to kind of make motion. We'll see. He'll get in a bit. He'll come back for it later. 15 seconds to go until the bounty runes drop. Newbie going to focus themselves on getting the bottom one, and it looks like IG will look to take the top, get that money onto the out. Interesting enough, Newbie aren't going to be contesting this, so this is going to be free money into the bank of Alchemist, and almost certainly a straight-up bottle here at the 0 seconds into the game. Straight up 700, and there we go. That's the bottle out to the mid lane for the Alchemist. So this is certainly going to help Rabbit in his kind of test against the TA in the mid lane. There's your D-ward from Banana as the game kicks off. The ward is no longer there on the map. Banana's going to be happy with himself, and Spirit Breaker is going to be a little peed off. Luo, I'm sure will be fine though. Spirit Breaker, of course, one of his signature heroes here on the offlane. Looking forward to see what Luo is going to be able to do here. He's going to have to deal with this tri-lane of obviously the Shaker, the Lina, and this Quap. So it's going to be quite a volatile lane. I mean, we've seen obviously solo safe lane Quaps happen quite regularly, but not necessarily always backed up by two supports as strong as this in lane. It's going to be hard for Lou. I think they kind of realize this, Newbie. They're like, we cannot let this Spirit Breaker go out of control because he's going to be such a huge issue for the whole team. And on mid lane, Tran's just coming for a straight wrap around. He walks in, Mood turns around with a refraction, gives him a few slaps on the back, and cheeky try on that top lane. I've got Mr. Tule coming in on the Dark Seer. Ferrari and Super just going to harass him back down. They put a point in Searing Chains. He's going to look for it. He's going to find it straight in. Is the damage going to be enough? No, it is not indeed. Ferrari's got to turn himself around as well. Both of these heroes can't really afford to take too many hits from that tower, as neither of them have that much armor. And here we go. We've got Lumi. He's not missed a lot. He's only missed a minute. He's here. Get yourself in, son. And Lumi. Here we go. How you doing, Lumi?
What's going on?
We're in. Lumi, the drafts. Have a look. Familiarise yourself. Are you liking this, Lumi? Who are you preferring?
I see an Alchemist. Yeah. It's a hero that IG is very comfortable with. I think they picked it every chance they really got to. And they always went for the kind of the very farming-oriented build. With that said, I think Newbie has a very strong mid-game timing. If you look at their cores, right, it's just TA and Queen of Pain.
Yes, they're in co-op safe lane, yeah.
And we'll max out at like 25 minutes in.
Okay.
So Newbie's going to try to hit that timing and try to win it there. But if they don't win it then, they're kind of done.
I was going to say, I mean, maybe this was the plan with the draft. They just do not want to go late against an out because it is just, it's one of those things that you don't want to do out of choice. I mean, it was kind of interesting enough to note as well, the Alk actually slipped through for IG as their 5th and final pick. It wasn't touched at all in the draft. They didn't even have to get it early on, so I think they were quite happy with the draft in that sense that Newbie seemed to have ignored
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
It seems like the start of the draft, like IG might have wanted to do something else, like with the Ember Silencer going for more team fight and then also inching towards late game. But the out pick, like you said, the last pick really puts a clock on things. So how are the lanes actually going? Mid lane is being won by out. Fairly close. Queen of Pain farming very well. I should expect a Queen of Pain too. So far, pretty good for the Radiant side. Yeah,
it's certainly. I mean, I was liking the fact that this tri-lane's going to be obviously very good at dealing with the Spirit Breaker. It's going to be very hard for Luo to find too much. I mean, we can see at the moment he's still just sitting on level 1 because he knows that if he comes close and gets caught out by the Quap Leader and the Shaker, he's got a high probability of dying here. It's a very volatile tri-lane.
Yeah, it's important that you pointed out he's still at level 1 because that's the important part here. Being at level 1 versus level 2 is the big deal. Luo being at level 1, the TA does not care at all. Because even if there's a charge mid, because there's no bash, like he really is not afraid of dying. So you can say Mu is actually playing fairly aggressive when it comes to his HP pool. And he can't because Luo's being so kept down.
Oh, look at these stacks as well already. 3 minutes in, Alk is going to have a goddamn field day here.
Yeah. The only way for Mu to take those is actually to perhaps get a very lucky rune, like maybe a double damage, and just walk in there and take it.
That would be the dream.
Or if it's scouted, Darkseer could technically walk in and do something about it. But here comes that level 1 charge.
Ooh, this is going to be a bit of an ambitious one. I mean, I guess it's because Out's going to go take the stacks. He just wants to get himself in the mid lane, really Spirit Breaker, and look to take some of the XP. So just trying to make the most use of the map here, realizing he can find more mid against the TA than on the bottom against the tri-lane. But there's actually a rotation from Shaker who's coming towards the mid. Like so Luo's got to be a little bit careful. But I mean, nonetheless, this is going to be a lot of money into the Alchemist's pocket already with these stacks at just the 3-minute mark.
Yeah.
And 2 points in the Grievel's Gold as well. And another bounty rune.
Okay.
It couldn't be going better for Rabbit. He's having a good time on this out to start off with. Already at 600 GPM here on the Alchemist.
Well, 12th minute is the timing for that Radiance. Normally, we don't see Alchemist hitting it because the enemy team does do a good job at shutting down these stacks or making a gank to the mid lane. But so far, like you said, so good for the Alchemist.
It's going to be such a quick Radiance. I mean, how much money's he got at the moment? 2.1k?
Nice. Halfway there.
We could see a pre-10-minute Radiance. Well, maybe pre-10-minute Relic at least. I don't know.
He's going to try.
He's going ham here, Rabbit. I mean, obviously, the one thing about this fact that he's headed to the jungle, Luo's headed to the mid lane, there's going to be a lot of space for Quap on the bottom, and this is going to be great for Newbie in the sense that, as you said, they want to come online as soon as they can so they can start to fight, punish the Alchemist pick, and ensure that this game doesn't go late against IG.
Right. For items that come online ASAP, I imagine we're going to see something like a Blink Deso combination from the TA, probably even a Deso first, where you can start knocking down towers. And then for the Queen of Pain, you could choose between Aghanims or Orchid, depending how you feel, whether you want to take the teamfight approach or the ganking approach. But either way, those are the items that you kind of have to get. But yeah, Alchemist has had that gold spike. His gold intake will slow down now, though, because,
Yeah, the initial stacks are gone. Yeah, that's true. Mid lane, we've still got the Shaker sitting around here with Mu. And Banana just seeing if he can find some kind of setup. Try and actually, with the smoke in, did get a very nice deep ward down here as well on the cliff, so some nice vision of Radiant's movements around that area. Looks like he's probably just going to hang around, maybe see if he can start to stack the jungle again. He's going to look towards mid lane because Mu's moving quite aggressively here. I want to make sure that no one dives, and there's actually 4 heroes really at the moment that kind of gravitated towards the mid lane on the side of Newbie. I do see IG responding with 3 of their own. And Rabbit, he's not going to get another bounty rune top, is he? Let's have a look.
Nope.
All right, he gets a haste. He might make a trip down to bottom. No, it's only going to be taken by Lina and Mu. Look how deep this guy's going. He's going straight with the traps onto Tron. Tron will take a fish to the face. That's going to be your first bird there. Mu will get that. Maybe even turn around, look for more. Meld him to Luo, and here's your aggression. How? Already rotating at 6 minutes in from that safe lane, ensuring that Mu gets himself a double kill. And a very nice bit of action there from Newbie. Some great rotations.
Hal's actually been playing like exceptional Dota for the during the qualifiers. Kind of an old form that we haven't seen for quite a bit, and you can see the rotation to the mid lane, secures them another kill, and then now steals a smallish stack. So trying to do their best to kind of render this Alchemist as useless as he can be. But the only good thing that's going for IG right now is the fact that Darkseer has been kept down quite a bit. I think he had to go into the jungle to farm for a little while, but with that said, still, he's level 5. He's decently farmed.
He's having a good old time here. So there's Ferrari though as well, level 6. He's getting a fair bit of farm on this safe lane. He's still having to deal with that acid spray in the mid, but he's fine. 44 CS at the moment on this TA, and the fact that he's got himself a double kill. I mean, in terms of Newbie just getting the momentum to deal with the lineup of IG, it's certainly working out so far. And I mean, even cores like the Ember Spirit, they've got to be super careful about that TA, because if TA gets a Deso online and then a Blink, you know, you've got one disable from Newbie, a Fisher to set it up. You're going to be able to burst down that Ember before he's able to ram that away with the physical damage that Move's got.
Yeah, actually one disable is all you need. I was thinking maybe you need 2, but no, the Deso on TA really says you're just dying. Of course, if the Queen of Pain gets Orchid, same story there. You probably don't even need the one disabled there. But we don't see exactly what she's working on. That gang on the mid lane, though, it did cost some of her time, because Queen of Pain is one of those heroes that need quite a bit of gold to start with, and you can see that the stacks will get stopped as we do see Observer Wards and Sentry being placed in the camps.
Some really smart warding there for Newbie. Which is exactly what they need to do. It's not going to block this bottom one though, so they'll still get one stack out. And with that Rabbit, how's he doing on the Relic Gold? He is on 3.2k, so yeah, we're coming in close to a 10-minute Relic here for Rabbit. So this is good news here for our IG fans. But at the same time, Newbie, obviously, as you said, getting some space around the map because there is kind of prioritization on this dire jungle. Chilling out on the bottom lane. And also Move just clearing up some ancients of his own here. And it will be interesting to see what he goes for. I mean, in this kind of game, do you still need to get the Deso straight up on the TA, or can you afford to get Blink first?
I think the Deso gives you much more space creation power, which sounds counterintuitive because Blink allows you to get kills. But the way that IG is playing, they really just don't want to fight. In fact, they're probably going to avoid you as much as possible. So when they're avoiding you, the Deso allows you to take towers. I think that's probably the stronger build.
Looks like Move's going to go for the S&Y first. He picked up an Ogre Club here on the TA. I mean, I'd be surprised if it's an early straight-up BKB, wouldn't you?
That would be very interesting. I mean, BKB does allow them to get away from things like Rubik, as well as, you know, get out of the global silence, but I find that very interesting choice.
We'll see what Newbie can do with this, though. They're going to smoke up and back up the TA in the mid lane, ready to try and make some sort of jump, and this is a good time to do it. Hao's got his Sonic Wave. He's level 6. Let's see if they can catch anyone out. They've got that ward there. If they can kill this Alki, how much gold is he sitting on? He hasn't brought the Relic yet. This would be a massive time, and he's playing it safe. He does indeed.
I mean, if you look at Dire Vision, everybody's missing off the map. Like, we're 9 minutes in, and everybody's missing off the map. What do you think that's going to happen? Darkseer is the only one showing rotating up top.
I mean, the warding from Newbie is obviously admirable. They've got some really good vision very deep on the map, but yeah, as you said. Oh, has he not spent his money yet? Oh, he's not spent it!
He's got the ult running, though. Oh,
if he gets some kills. Oh, with the global silence as well. The stun onto Hao. They're going to look for the charge through as well. Quap's going to go down. That's a kill for Alchemist. Banana gets caught out by the charge. The bashes as well. Back down the stairs. He will throw out the Fisher. Luon Super will look to chase him. They have lost the Ember Spirit here. There's a 1-for-1 at the moment, but the real key pointer here at the moment is the fact that Rabbit didn't die. He has got the courier out to the secret shop, so Relic will be picked up. Or at least he needs to pick it up. He's got the courier there. He's fine. He's got the back of a Tron with the telekinesis anyway. So they're all good. We'll throw him back down onto the Darkseer. And there's going to be a charge for as well. Could they really find more from this, IG?
Oh, this is too aggressive for my taste.
Luo's got to be very careful. Who's getting surged for this meld here as well? Luo's probably going to pay off his life. One more's going to do it. And yeah, Spirit Breaker's down. Rabbit amongst it all did manage to pick up the Relic. But a little bit of a messy fight there for IG, and they come off the back of it. Overall now on the scoreboard, 4-1.
I still think they're ahead despite losing 2-1 there, because Alchemist did not die, and more importantly, it was 4-man rotation from the side of Team Newbie, and they did not get their objective. So I think still it's okay for the side of IG, and that Radiance is going to come online now.
And it is indeed Rabbit very close to finishing off that recipe. It's going to be, what, about 12-13 minute Radiance, which is pretty good, of course, for competitive Dota 2. Rabbit's going to be happy. Chuan's getting himself some XP on this top lane, trying to find that level 6. There's obviously a fair few, quite a lot of pretty good spells to seal this game, so the spell steal is going to be pretty nice for these team fights, especially if they do kind of go on as long as they did just then in the mid lane. And Rubik's ult's going to be pretty key. And Ferrari looking to build those drums on top of the phase boots. He's got the Robe of Magi, 650 gold on top of that as well. But yeah, so on this quap, she has picked up herself, in fact, an Ogre Club as her first item.
So the good old triple BKB build is probably what we're going to see.
I guess is that what the Chinese like to do on the old Dota 2?
They really enjoy doing that on more traditional cores, like, you know, imagine generic kind of carry hero. But Queen of Pain and TA are not generic BKB buyers. That's what's surprising me. BKB allows you to essentially overrun them with 10 seconds of magical immunity, but at the same time, like, can I just back up, sacrifice a T1, T2 tower and, you know, hold you a high ground, make you waste those BKB charges? Because those items are... I mean, you got to win the game off of those items.
I mean, it certainly kind of seems like, yeah, an all-in item build, but defensively, in the sense you're going to be able to turn up to the fights, not die, but the question is, do you get a kill off the side of IG, or IG just kite you out, as you said? They wait out the 10 seconds of BKB duration.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see how it does pan out for them. Top lane, Newbie looks to find this tier 1. Doesn't look like IG want to do anything about that, so they get themselves a tower here. And Moon now sitting on the 900. So yeah, he's about 400 away from the BKB. So it is going to be a very, very early BKB. And it's going to be interesting to see what he does with it though on the TA.
Here's the thing, BKB is smart in the sense that it makes the team fights essentially 4v1, right? Like, actually, what the hell is Silencer Rubik gonna do when there's a BKB active?
This is true. I guess TA can just run at them, get it trapped slow, and you're killing those supports in the 10 seconds quite easily.
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah.
The thing is, it depends on positioning. It comes down all to that. Here comes the initiation.
Top tower.
They don't have vision across. Oh, they do. But it looks like they're not going to let the charge rip.
Yeah, it looks like Newbie playing it safe, backing it off. And Quappers, he managed to progress on the BKB, now 1200. Getting close to that Mithril Hammer. And there we go. So BKB now complete on to Move's TA. 13-minute BKB. And level 11 as well.
All right, so their ideal scenario is the one that you mentioned earlier. You get the kind of the Surge or Iron Shell on the TA, you fissure and you just go in for a kill. And you kind of use your BKB to leverage against any stuns and whatnot. At the same time, though, if you don't find the kill, I still got to go back to the Deso. You know, the Deso allows you to walk into that Roche and take it for free. Walk next to a T2 and just start damaging it severely.
Smoked up here. They're going to try and go for this. They're almost starting to see Move's BKB, but if they can chain lock him out, now he gets the BKB out just in time, but the silence comes out after. There'll be the stun onto Tule. And this is going to be your first BKB, and it looks like he might find Tron, but Tron's with the refraction. Tron's just walking it off here. The refraction has now worn off. The charges are gone, and a Lacuna blame for this Rubik. They will find a kill here.
Well, the BKB, you know, definitely saved his life from that initiation and turned it around. So let's see how much more it could do now. Now it's a good old TA with, you know, plus some 16 more damage-ish, because that item right now is doing absolutely nothing. But with that said, they won the initial engagement of the fight. Global is down for a long, long time. Can IG make the hold here?
I mean, they've still got the Sonic Wave if they need it. Rabbit is trying to show us up the concoction, but the Sonic Wave comes out that bursts down the Alchemist, and now they turn towards Luo here. Luo here retreating up to the high ground. He's going to be fine. They're looking elsewhere. Move, ready to jump in, gets this on to Super. Almost certainly going to go to the high ground here, and we'll find it. Silence is going to go down. There'll be Remnant in for Ferrari, but the Fissure out very nicely. These melt hits as well. The wall's been dropped. They'll lose an Alchemist here for the second time. Down for 40 seconds. Ferrari's dead as well. Double kill being picked up here for their quad. And now Super's in trouble as well, potentially. He's going to be fine. They won't want to dive too much. They might find Chuan. Chuan, where are you going?
Oh, he's got meld. Did I see him melding, though? That's the question. Oh, God, you got Fissure. Oh. No, you got Enchant Totem. Is that a double dieback, by the way? Did Ember also?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, wait, no. The Silencer bought back but didn't die. Ember didn't buy back. It was a natural respawn. But yeah, the Alchemist dieback. The Silencer had to buy back. That was pretty disastrous for IG 15 minutes.
The Silencer buyback doesn't matter too much because, you know.
It's more the what the out slowed down his farm, by quite a bit as well now after that one.
Well, they did protect their T2. But
they did.
You know, we saw the 12-minute Radiance. You know, and we were like, all right, 12-minute Radiance. Yeah. Great farm, but it doesn't matter what timing your Radiance is if you don't get any gold after that. And that's the exact situation that Alchemist is right now. He's got the 12-minute Radiance, but look at his current gold. He's got 0. So you might as well have got a 16-minute Radiance.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and they'll be kicking themselves for that. But as we keep saying, you know, if it goes late, the out can hold on. But obviously, with the aggression that we're seeing from Newbie, they don't want to give the game a chance of that happening.
So far, this game has shown that Newbie knows exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, it really has.
And more importantly, they're executing it well. The BKB, again, very risky Adam choice, but hey, man, it's working out, so what can you say?
Yeah, and Hao is going to have his pretty much around the corner, just 75 gold to go, and he's got that recipe. And they are pinging around Roshan. I mean, obviously, without something like a Deso, it's not going to be the quickest of Roches if they do go for it. That's likely just looking to gain map control around this area. I don't think they'll actually go for Roche at this point, because it'll take a little bit too long. Oh, that's a... Oh, TA can take this.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Thanks for the stack.
All right, yeah. Moo's going to be very happy with that one, and he is sitting on 1,200 gold, so, you know, we talk about getting that early BKB and forfeiting your damage, but if you're able to find the kills and find a cheeky Ancient stack, you're going to be able to get the Deso or the Blink pretty soon straight after.
Yeah, it is a double Dragon stack, and the armor do stack up, so TA is going to take a little bit longer, or one would think, because this TA is mowing down quite quickly. More importantly, I think for the Radiant team, it's Queen of Pain finding level 11. The BKB is nice, but having the lower cooldown and a bigger damage of the Sonic Wave is exactly what Newbie needs. Right now, Newbie is winning this stage of the game as you would expect. The question is, can you close it out? That's always the question when it comes to games against Alchemist.
Rabbit starting to surrounding the gold again. He's catching up slowly with the TA, but TA at the moment is still at the top, 9.5k. And with that tower, that's going to push Newbie even further ahead in terms of the net worth. I mean, overall, what's the difference? It is a 10k lead for Newbie, which is quite impressive, seeing as they are going against an Alph who, as we said, got a very good timing on the Radiance, just wasn't able to utilize it this early on. Yep,
Blink Dagger is next, so this is as all in as they could possibly get. You know, just kind of buying items that will just win you 2-3 fights, and hopefully those 2-3 fights will let you win the game.
I mean, talking about fights, how's Moo doing on the Shaker Blink Dagger?
No, he's not even going Blink. He's just going Bracer. It's just like an old school way of like building Earthshaker. If you don't think you could actually get off the Blink, whether it's due to them having global or them just killing you outright, the traditional way of playing Earthshaker is just masking up HP and just...
Alright, for the walk-in.
Just the walk-in. The good old walk-in Echo Slam. I mean, right now, it doesn't even matter if he gets off a good Echo Slam because he has 1 point into Aftershock. So the damage is not even that good. It's just the fact that he could survive for a long time and drop off Fissure repeatedly, which is going to hopefully be the case.
Alright, let's see. We just got a quick pause here, of course, from Mr. Banana on his Shaker. He should be back hopefully very soon so we can get this going and see if IG can recover from this very favourable start for the side of Newbie. Is obviously a best of 3, and I think in terms of kind of the odds on like these were tipped to be fairly even teams, I think with a slight favour towards IG in fact on some sides. So it is very even between these two teams, but at the moment it certainly feels like, you know, Newbie know exactly what IG are doing. You know, talks about the fact that in the draft they didn't ban out the Alchemist, they let IG get that through as the 5th pick. So I think in that sense, you know, Newbie were ready for the Alch pick. They were like, okay, you can pick the Alchemist, but we've got a game plan to deal with it.
Yeah, the way that they're playing, they definitely look ready.
What that set size, yeah.
Is that the new TA set?
Yeah, the eyes look a bit funny. The set actually looks like that.
I believe this is House TA set? No.
Sort the eyes out. Come on.
Is that House TA?
Is it? Oh, it's yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure that is the new one. I'm pretty sure that is.
Well, look at the fact that it's untradeable and unmarketable. You know,
that's how we know it's a new one from Valve.
Yeah, there you go. It's fairly recent.
But anyway, so what's the plan here for Frog? What's he got? Has he got his drums done? He's got his drums done. He's got the phase done. He's got 1700. I mean, what do we expect to see next? Does he still go for the Battle Fury here on Ferrari, or is Ferrari known for himself getting an early BKB on the Ember Spirit?
So, Battle Fury is the standard transition after this, but the question is, do they think they could hold out the game before they get the Battle Fury? Because Battle Fury costs, what, 4,600 gold? And the build-up is decent, but the build-up is terrible for fighting now. So you can make the argument of him getting just like a Ring of Aquila, something that he could use to fight now. But no, he is going to go into the Pits variant. So they're saying, all right, we're not going to win now if we, you know, take fights anyways. So let's just hope that we can get the Battle Fury. And meanwhile, you know, a similar question can be asked about the Alchemist. What item is he going for? The standard transition is the breach of travel.
Okay, he's got the bots now.
So they have no fear. Like, despite having the buyback, double buyback earlier, they're like, we got this.
It just leaves them so susceptible in these fights. You know, if Newbie decides to say, well, we're going to fight, and I'm sure they will now. With the Darkseer's got Guardian Greaves done as well now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is terrifying if they decide to take a team fight against IG. I don't see how IG can come out on top of a team fight now if Newbie decide to force it.
I mean, that's a Newbie game plan. Everybody gets one item. Yeah. Let's go. Don't look back.
Oh, let's see what the plan is. Moose starting to apply the pressure here on the mid lane. And this aggressive warning from the Radiant as well, giving them some really nice vision around the secret shop and, of course, towards the mid lane. I mean, overall, so far, Newbie's game plan seems to be working out great. Obviously, it was the fact that IG had a great start with the Alchemist, but Newbie have dealt with that pretty much perfectly. I can see in the mid lane, they're going to be able to get a tier 2 here from the side of IG. More gold in the pockets. Rabbit, now the bot's been a bit more global. Looking towards bottom, but there's 3 heroes here, so he's going to have to stick in the jungle. Now, I guess this is one of the things that IG have realized. They've realized that Newbie are probably being quite aggressive with the warding. They're not going to have any wards in their own jungle, so out safe to do this. And chances are Newbie aren't going to come looking for him in the Radiant. Now, he's headed back top now. He's going global, this man. He's going all over the map. And, wow, he's going to need to, because he's got to make sure he is not where Newbie are, because Newbie certainly do have the tools to deal with him.
The very hard and impressive thing that Newbie is doing is that they're able to kind of take away map control from IG by taking down these towers. As you can see, Moo trying to get the kill before. Yep, that's barely enough, but it's enough. They're able to get these kills while protecting all of their towers. You can see that they're making TPs up top, and they're also protecting that bottom T1. So that's the best way to...
They get a Fissure and Hal can jump in. The Flame Guard's just worn out. They couldn't get the Fissure in range. Couldn't quite get the Fissure.
Yeah. Oh.
Nonetheless, Rabbit now coming up to 1k gold on top of the boss. It's still, you know, in tow of the TA, a little bit behind, but you know, a bit of more time and he'll be able to catch up. Yeah, TA's GPM at the moment, pretty impressive for 21 minutes in. She's been having an absolute game here, mate.
Well, anytime you're leading a GPM against Alchemist, you're doing pretty good.
You know it's going all right, yeah. And he's now got 2k on top of the Blink Dagger here as well. So if it is going to be the Deso, he's going to have his these triple item core build pretty damn fast. Top lane Ember Spirit coming into the lane. Ferrari must be a bit careful. He's only got 1 remnant now. I know there's a trap, is he? No, he must have a remnant somewhere across the map.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, okay. All right.
You would expect a player like 430 to have a remnant now, but he's actually running the double mind games. It's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, there we go. He's got one out now. He's going to hide in the trees, but the creep wave's already gone far past him. He'll look to cut off the next wave.
Trouble brewing.
But with 4 heroes here, I think this one wave may be enough just to tank the tower so IG can, Newbie can take themselves to tier 2 here with this push.
Yeah, they're going to go for a tower trade, which honestly is not too bad for IG.
Ain't a pretty sight right now.
In fact, that's all they could get right now, so I say that's an excellent trade for them.
Top tower.
I'm interested to see if Newbie decides to go for more. They've got 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so they have still got that window if they want to try and go hammer on Moo's TA. Look at the TP bottom, they want to try and look for a fight here. Straight away, everyone coming in. We're already going to see a charge here onto Moo. The Fissure nicely cancelling Luo's TP. Now Hal joining in as well. Spirit Breaker's going to go down. Tron is hiding there with the meld. I think he may just be okay. I don't think they suspect that the Rubik is hiding. So Tron's going to be alright. He's going to have to chill. He's got the TP.
Did they get the tower denied?
Did they? No, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't. The tower was destroyed by the Dire. Yeah. There we go. Here's the push. 1500 on your shaker. He's now finding that money for the Blink. Orchid around the corner here for the Quap, who did actually pick up. Was that a casual play? Casual play. No, all right. I guess they realized fighting it this time. An extra bit of armor is going to be fairly nice, especially as the physical damage of the Ember Spirit and the Alchemist.
How do you defend this?
Oh, okay. That's going to do the job. Charge onto Moo, but the Greaves have been popped now. Nice vacuum wall onto 2. Tron getting low. Laguna Blade for this Rubik. Oh, this Lena's got it in for Tron. And that's your Desolator now done by Moo on the TA. And they are just rolling over IG at this point. 12 for 2. The fortification's been used. They're looking to take this tier 3. I'll probably play a little bit safe. Moo's Aegis, I think this must be about 30 seconds away from expiring here.
Yeah.
So he's got to be a little bit careful. I'm sure he's keeping tabs on the timer. Looks like they might hang around and go for more, of course. The fact that Both Moo and Hao did not have to pop those BKBs.
No.
So they're still ready to go.
There's nobody fighting them right now, because...
Oh, there's your Deso.
I think they're waiting out.
They're waiting on the Aegis, aren't they? It's literally expiring, I think, in about 10 seconds. So I think he's waiting for the Aegis, then he's going to swap up for the Deso. Yeah, there we go. There's your Aegis gone. We'll get the Deso in.
Mid tower's coming
No,
apart.
yeah, there we go. Okay, so now they're a little bit more vulnerable. They don't have an Aegis, but I don't know if that'll hold these guys back, because they're still pretty damn scary, and it's quite apparent that IG don't have an answer for this aggression at this point.
As bad as it looks for IG right now, all they need to do is like a respectable hold where Alchemist survives at the end of the fight. And then he just like shoots ahead in terms of net worth. He's got the Mantisal finish, and honestly that item will go a long way in terms of holding your base. You could spread out your illusions, kind of send in one at a time. Micro dump, direct the crew wave away, but it does not matter if you die here, right here. Oh no.
Yeah, he did get the ult off. They've got a Laguna Blade. Okay. They don't even need it. That's your Alchemist dead. 55 seconds on the clock for the big boy.
He's got the good old buyback, but that's a losing battle if you have to spend your buyback here.
And this too late. Like, he's got a Blink Dagger now on top of the Greaves on this Darkseer. I mean, this is terrifying. Level 13 as well. The whole team of Newbie. They're playing this game perfectly. 25 minutes in.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what the completed Orchid for the Queen of Pain as well. I mean, what do you do if you're IG now?
Well, you hope they dive a tier 4 or something, because okay, you know all they're doing right now is holding and holding until the Alchemist comes back. Because the Alchemist is still the best defender, and it's only 15 seconds to go, but 15 seconds a long time when Moo is beating down your T3.
Oh, super 1 hit, 2 hit, won't be able to quite get it in, but the Sonic Wave will do it. Silence is going to go down. Hao will get caught up, but now he's got the BKB. Maybe the physical damage enough. No, he's able to blink away now with the light shot. They're stuck in the wall. The Echo Slam as well. Ferrari's almost going to go for no. He was able to get himself out just in time, but they lost the Silence. They lost Luo on the Spirit Breaker.
Oh no.
It's...
Well, the Raxes still stand. Here's the problem.
Yeah, they do defend, but now there is the Shaker.
Luo's got SNY.
Shaker's now got Blink.
Luo's got SNY, so the greed has stopped. But stopping your greed now, I think it's too late. Like, you just have to go all... Like, you go big or you go home with the greed.
What's he gone for? He's gone for Tron.
Yeah, that's
Tron's gone. He's a goner. Ferrari and Rabbit.
If you're Newbie and you look over to the SNY on the Alchemist, you're like, I don't even need to push as hard as we're doing. We have time. Yeah,
they've managed to force kind of IG into the position where they've got to build like this, as you said. And
it's like half-ass items. Like, if you go full greed, you get the Manta. If you don't full greed, you don't go for the Radiance early on. But
it's true. Yeah, you don't go Radiance SNY if you're having a great game.
Yeah.
That's for sure on the Alchemist.
Well, let's have a good look at the Roshan pit to see when it respawns. All right, so... Well, we don't know.
We don't know yet, no. See, right around the corner we'll be able to see. So I think Newbie will obviously be hoping it's a low one, because they're in a very good position to take it. There's not really any way that IG can contest it, and it is going to be a short one as well. So Newbie, if they just wait it out, get the Aegis, and then go for round 2, they should be able to get away with a set of Rex at least next time on the push.
You know, the impressive thing is that IG still has not lost Rex. Like, that's the hallmark of a good team. They're up against it. Like, the goal difference is absolutely absurd. The item difference is massive. You talked about the Blink Reeves, the Blink BKB Deso. And
there's Yule's nearly done on Lena as well. She got it coming out to her. Yep. No. Wait, where did I see yours? Yeah, wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm
She's even getting clarities. Yeah.
She has a Yule Scepter now. Okay, there we go. All right, so what are you going to do about that Silencer with your Global 8? Not a lot. Not a lot if you can hold on to that Yule's and pop it after. 3k now on the T8. I mean, Moo is a man of luxury, I think, at this point. He can kind of go for a lot of different items. I mean, does he just go for more damage here? Maybe even the MKB. I mean, there is a Radiance, so maybe the mischance, maybe MKB could be what he's thinking about next. And here's your Roche. Roshan time for Moo on the T8. They get themselves an Aegis. They'll be ready to go again, and it's going to be even harder for IG to defend against that push next time.
I think the best item for him to get now is probably something like Manta. To get out of certain chains and debuff Silence, or have another way to debuff Silence. But honestly, I think he's actually like slotted at this point. Like, he actually cannot get an item. Maybe the play is you have 3 lives in the next fight. BOT and buyback is your item. Because you're looking at end the game now.
Yeah, that would be an interesting route for Moo to go. He's hasted up. Shell as well. They're trying to apply some pressure top. Ferrari doing his best to keep his team in it. As the Battle Fury 1900 gold. This is probably going to be the mid-racks going down. They do have a fortification. Range racks to drop. This is going to be thrown out here, just trying to hold back some of the members of IG.
All right, there's a BKB on the Alchemist, but honestly, BKB doesn't really allow him to fight as well as... Well, there you go, the jump in. There's a one-shot one there.
Moo. This man has been having an absolute game. 9 kills, 6 assists, died the once. Here's your BKB from Rabbit. They're going to try and fight, but the wall's being dropped. Global Silence does come out with the Guardian Creeps. Well, that's too late to continue to fight through this one. Moo moving forward as well with the BKB. These meld hits as well. Ferrari's got to get himself back. There'll be the blink out from Moo. That turns his attention straight back towards the racks. They do have the fortification here. So IG are holding in some shape or form, but the BKB is now being used on Alchemist.
Ain't looking good for the
What's your answer now here? Rabbit's charging up the concoction. Connect onto Moo. He's in the acid spray, but he's going to stand his ground firmly. Look to finish off the racks, and he'll do exactly that. That's going to be the mid set of racks done. Moo still with the Aegis on him. He gets the trap. Is he going to go crazy? Nah, he's not. Refractor's still on cooldown for 5 seconds. He don't want to jump straight back in. He'll just chill around with the Dark Set, get some of that AoE regen, and then almost certainly go again. But 30 minutes in, we see Newbie finally breaking the base. They get themselves a set of racks, and it's 17 for 2 on the board. This is certainly looking like a tough game for IG.
You know, every team, if you ask them how do you beat Alchemist, they will say, all right, we need to do exactly what Newbie's doing. But to see them execute it the way that they did, that's the impressive thing. They never let up. Like, a lot of teams would be like, all right, we need to farm items, we need to push.
They can get a free kill here.
They will try. Man's got Guardian Greaves.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything as such as a free kill here. Maybe Banana is, though. He's got an Echo Slam. Go on, go for the walking Echo Slam. Oh, he's been silenced up. Cursed up.
All right, that's a freebie. Okay. I was just going to say they're doing excellently by not getting away any freebies, but...
That's a freebie.
That's not so bad, though. 30-second respawn time, he'll be back. They still have the Aegis on the TA, right?
Yeah. Yes, they do, yeah. And, oh, that's straight up Daedalus on his way out here for the man.
So the way that he's playing, essentially he's blinking in and trying to one-shot a support. And this item fits his playstyle. Once you one-shot a support, it's 4v5 and much harder to defend from that point on.
Oh, man. These one-shots from the Daedaluses are going to be pretty... I mean, the Silence is dead. Silence is dead. Tron's dead. I mean, even Ferrari on the Emma Spirit is going to take a couple of hits and he's a goner. There's a Shiva's Guard now on your quad. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Trying to use the Alchemist to bait. But honestly, right now, Newbie doesn't care about ganking your Alchemist. All they care about is getting to the other side of the map and start hitting your buildings.
That's true, that's true. They want to just force IG back to defend because they know when IG come in for the defense at this point, they don't really have a lot of tools to deal with what Newbie's got. Here we go. Daedalus on Moo. I think, you know, Moo's TA, it's a thing that people have talked about in the past, but he's shown us why he's one of the best here. He's going crazy this match.
I wonder if he's setting some sort of GPM record on TA. Because you rarely see TA this farm.
Gotta be pretty insane if they miss. Oh, super.
Oh.
Lucky to live for that initial burst. And there's been cursed up here. BKB's gonna come out. The Tron is dead. Rabbit's gonna run back to the base. He may even go down as well. No, he's gonna be fine with the regen. Ferrari's been silenced up here.
Hit the building, boys.
Yeah, let's keep the objective, Newbie. And they will. They'll back up. They'll go back to the racks. Rabbit's already just used his BKB. It was just for the old run around. Now the back end comes out. The wall's dropped down. Rabbit's just going to evaporate here to Moo. Wicked 6 streak here for the TA. Luo's going to get himself back to base. There'll be a buyback straight away from Rabbit on the Alchemist, but they've already lost the bottom racks here. Newbie will take that one. And they may even just go for Megas. Ferrari, zap it around.
You know, this game right now, as it developed, does not look close at all. But you know,
really doesn't.
5-10 minutes ago, like, if they just made one hold for IG, where the Alchemist survived, it really could have turned around. Because Alchemist is that type of hero, but Newbie did not make a single mistake. That's the most impressive part to me in this game. Yeah,
this has been really, really well pulled off by the side of Newbie. I don't think there's a single member on the team here that's made any huge mistakes. Obviously, there was that freebie where Banana gets caught out, but I don't think you can blame the man for that, especially seeing as the fact that that was his only time he's died this game. He's been able to contribute to 9 kills, and he's doing pretty well in terms of value. You know, he's got a Blink Dagger and 2.3k gold on top of it on the Shaker.
And the bracers.
Yeah, oh, and those braces. Don't forget those braces, man.
He
double braces are doing it.
Probably actually wants to take up Arcane now, because he does need the mana.
Look how much money Moo's got. 4.4k gold to spend now as well after he finishes up a straight up daedalus.
I mean, when you
Insane.
have over half the enemy team's, or over half of your own team's skill, like,
yep, you're going to be pretty rich. Oh boy. Top lane starting to be pushed in here by Hao. He's going to get charged, but it's not going to follow through at all.
Hao's actually a god in this game. With like among mortals, everybody around him are just mortals, and him is he's gonna go for the ACA. That Moonshard would be an interesting item choice as well, because you know he's sitting there reading his stuff.
Oh yeah, Moonshard TA. All right.
AC is probably the safer choice.
He's got it. He's straight up bought it. He's flashing the cash here, Moo. All right. I think as we said earlier, it doesn't really matter what he gets, does it? He's just going to be killing people.
Yeah, the Moonshard's nice for now because you're looking to end the game now. I guess you're not really worried about your survivability, as he never actually came close dying for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Pretty much. It's looking a bit dirty here for IG. It's Newbie just rolling over them. What do you do about this T8? You run away. That's what you do.
Oh, double misses.
Okay, they'll find the ult, but now too late coming in. But there's a nice vacuum here. The fish off to Luo gets a Laguna to the face. Global Science, unfortunately, a little bit too late here for the Space Scout. The damage onto Rabbit forcing him back. The BKB is just not doing a lot here for this Alchemist. It's obviously doing nothing to save him from these physical strikes from Moo.
I actually think that Manta would have done a little bit more. At least you avoided one TA hit, and that one TA hit could be a lot. Oh. A little bit of the good old Kala coming out.
Good old the old perfect world Kala, indeed.
All right.
Not so perfect. Nope. There we go. We're back in. We're getting there. We're back on. We're back smooth. All right. So anyway, what did... Yeah, did Shaker spend some of his gold? What's on the... Tell you what, we've got a bit of everything on this curry here. Everyone's had a bit of a hands in on the old spender.
AC.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. There we go. The BKB boys... it's just... Okay, Lena is now just 100 gold away from the Aghanims. So we're going to have that one coming out pretty soon for Lena. I don't know. I mean... So is there any way that IG pull this back?
Yeah, so you know how I said earlier, like all they need is one fight, and then the Alchemist can come back?
They can still do that.
I think that has also gone out the window. The one fight's not good enough anymore.
Okay.
Because even if you kill Newbie now, and you, like, let's say Alchemist farms himself 10k before the next push, you don't take away the fact that Lena's about to finish her axe. You don't take away the fact that Newbie essentially has every item they ever want on all of their heroes. Like, the heroes already stacked. Like, it doesn't matter what Alchemist farms at this point. He can't solo the whole team.
Holding strong. Newbie being a little bit more careful with the fights that they choose to take now. They realise there's not really too much pressure on them to finish soon, but certainly would like to against an outliner. Let's see what we got coming out here. Anything else big? Yep, that's going to be the Ags. Ags on Lena now. Level 15 here for Mr. CH. And Roshan is going to be on the menu. And they'll be able to take that. No qualms and no involvement from IG. As this will be a free Roshan. Bit of
critting for 2,000 damage.
That's a fair bit of damage.
Yeah.
It's a fair bit, to say the least. Oh, she's eating the Moonshards as well, yeah, to hold the Aegis. Okay. Here we go.
Well, not that we're going to see any of it, because perfect world.
Is this coming out super? I think the super might be dead.
Oh,
I think he's got no hope. No hope. No. He's got a gem on him as well.
Easy TP.
Easy jukes. Easy jukes. All right. Okie dokie. Top lane starting to get pushed again by Hao. As they'll get themselves ready to try for that push onto the final set of
Look
rats.
at this armor build coming out from Quap. He's like...
Is Ferrari going to be okay? Ooh, couldn't quite get the meld hit out. Would of course followed him.
Oh, the blink dagger from...
I mean, what do you reckon about this Alex build? Is this the build for Rabbit?
I mean, what he wants to do is walk in behind and find a weak target, but exactly who's weak on this team? I mean, I guess the Shaker?
I guess so. I mean... But he's got those double braces, you know what I mean? And the Ghost Scepter as well. So
yeah, I don't think...
He's going to be hard to kill. we go. Oh, how?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Moon finishes off the Ember in one quick crit. Luo's going to go down as well, I'm sure, and a couple more from the TA. Yep, that's dead spray scout. Super's going to try and run away. Rabbit's coming in, but Rabbit, look at the damage he's taking. He's got to get himself right out there. Super is just melting to these crits from Moon. Tron as well is almost going to certainly die. No, he's able to just keep himself alive in the fountain. They have lost 2 on the side of Newbie. There's going to be an Echo Slam holding Rabbit in position. Moon gets the damage through. Is he going to get himself a Rampage? Come on, give the boy a Rampage. That's right. Drag him in. Get him. Let me get it. Nah, GG's going to be called. They tap out. They've had enough IG, and Newbie just destroying them this match. 26 for 5, 39 minutes in. Scriff was mentioning with me earlier that the AUK historically has been a bit hit and miss for IG, and this game unfortunately was just more of a miss.
Yeah, actually, I think it wasn't anything like IG played poorly.
No, it's just Newbie played
perfectly.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that is literally it. There's not a lot more to say about that game apart from one for the TA fans out there. 16 kills, 1 death, 8 assists, involved in 24 of the 26 kills that the team had. I mean, that was an incredible performance from Moo. But as we were saying earlier, it is expected for these teams, of course, to be at a similar level. So I'm sure we'll see IG strike back in game 2. So don't go anywhere, because that's going to be straight around the corner here in the winner bracket finals here of the Chinese qualifiers for the Frankfurt Major.